Egypt became a democratic republic in 1953 thanks to this guy, or more famously known as Muhammad Naguib. Since his rule, there has been 3 military takeovers, here, and here, 1 overthrow, and the assassination of this guy. El-Sisi, a former military chief who led a coup that got rid of the previous ruler in Egypt, just won the election this past week with 95% of the votes in his favor. Egypt's and the US GDP is also higher compared to non-democratic countries. Even though Egypt's government has been unstable at some times, it has seen its GDP grow significantly since becoming democratic. This chart, showing dark green as the most developed countries and dark red as the least developed countries, shows that Egypt's democracy has helped it further develop than many of the nations around it. Egypt and the US's standard of living are also high compared to non-democratic countries, and many non-democratic countries turn into democracies from revolutions that are usually started because of poor living conditions. Even though democracy has major problems such as corruption and instability in some cases, it is still the best form of government. Of the 196 countries in the world, 167 of them are democratic, and democracies usually have a higher standard of living than non-democracies. Also, democracy promotes human rights, such as voting, things that are not seen in countries like communist China. Non-democratic countries can also restrict the rights of their citizens. China, for example, can restrict internet access to its citizens. Sure, only the rich and influential are the ones that are able to run, but wouldn't you rather live in a place where you can at least get some voice on who will run the country you live in next? I know I would. Decisions do get made faster in governments such as dictatorships, but who wants to be ruled by a king and have no freedom of speech? Democracies also go to war less often and are better at fighting corruption. Who wouldn't want to live in a country where you can shape your own future away from the fear of war? Democracy is also safer. People can change the government without having to have revolutions and uprisings. Democracies also make sure that no individual holds too much power, which can prevent dictators. Individuals or citizens can also feel a sense of importance in being able to vote. Also, individuals have freedoms, such as the freedom of speech, employment, and religion. Democracy is one of the oldest forms of government, going all the way back to Athens. If it worked then, it can work now. This is why democracy is not in trouble.
Created using Powtoon.